Hey guys, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is your January forecast for 2023. This might be done in 2 videos. We'll see how we go, or it will just be done in one. So we're going to start looking at Aries. Aries, you are focused on for the first month, but basically the first 6 months, and getting your career, your ambition, your public life, your fame, all of those things are in order, and there is going to be some challenges there for you. You have to let go of who was supporting you before, or perhaps leaving a career, and what you own or what you owe. We have to get on top of that so we're able to focus completely. We're also looking at becoming very serious and somber and paying respect to what our greatest goals and dreams are. Perhaps we're involving new cultures, new religion, getting some therapy, the foundations on which we grew up on. We're looking at that and we're going to change that. We are going to have to talk out about ourselves, promote ourselves, learning extra skills, and getting out in the community to be able to push yourself out there. So with our career, study and finance, we do have the Empress card, Major Arcana card, and she is working on that bounty. She's working on her retirement and how she can grow her funds. Being a Major Arcana card, just like I said, you're focused on this area for at least the first 6 months, but particularly in January. During your career in the month of January, be very careful about staying humble. Any arrogance, any me, my way, or the highway, any aggression that's put out there, you might very well talk yourself out of a lucky opportunity or offer that's been given to you. Also, we're looking at the end of what we were doing for money, who we were relying on for money, and we're going to have to transition into how we look after ourselves and be self-sufficient and self-independent here with that. When it comes to our home, we also have the Hermit card, another Major Arcana card, and putting those together, maybe we're thinking about buying a home, selling a home, putting our resources together in some financial way between you and the family. In regards to the family itself, the people that you live with, your actual residents, and family members. This is about retrospect. Perhaps we're looking at last year, maybe we're looking at cycles, maybe we're looking at big changes, and we're looking back at that and we're trying to incorporate that into what we have now. Now, for some of you, that is specialists, experts, accountants, audits, any of those things, looking over the finer details, especially if there's any kind of legalities going on with yourself and family members, yourself and others. This is also about, what we're leading forward to. There is an answer to all of this research and gathering. There is an answer there, a solution there for you. You are going to have to spend the next 8 months being serious, sticking to it, being disciplined to be able to move forward financially and in your career and publicity-wise for you, but also in the terms of your family. There is going to have to be some change then. Remember, any ego, any staying humble, self-defeating habits that get in the way of your career, that stop you with relationships, all things there are going to need to change. In the place of our health, we are stopping and taking pause. Perhaps we're on a break, perhaps we're on a rest, perhaps we had to take time off from that, or we're stopping to look forward about what it is that we can most put our money towards, the tangible, practical ways that we are able to get on that health route this year. This is also about having some luck and introduction into something that's different from you. So maybe it's Pilates, maybe it's East and Western, maybe it's acupuncture. I don't know what that is, but you need the finances. You will use those financial for tangible and practical ways to get your health in order. Lastly, we do have the Lovers card, the love cycle here. This is a yes and a balancing of emotions when it comes to your love. And this is about you taking the time to, figure out who gives what, who doesn't give enough. Now, if you're single, it looks like, yes, you're going to find someone, an air sign, particularly Libra, who is going to be at some sort of function, work for in any way that they give back to the community, maybe catching up with someone from the past. But this is someone that can be very important to you, especially when you've got the 2 Major Arcana cards. Those of you in couples, there is a yes card here. This is about balance. It's about giving and taking. Your Enduring Virtue cards we have here is Caressa and we have Crystal. And as I said before, endings is what's going going to push you forward this year, and every ending is scary because we don't know what the future looks like, and when we don't know, that creates fear, which stops us and brings up that self-defeating habits and things that we do to get in our own way. Caressa is saying that this ending is actually going to push you where you need to go, and Crystal's saying don't worry about what comes up, don't worry about the bad days, keep going, because on the other side of that hill, what you want and what you need is going to be there. So now we're going to go over to Taurus. Taurus, it looks like you are looking towards, some of you are looking towards expansion and travel. Some of you are looking into taking on more of your cultural or religious things, foundational systems in which we grew up on, getting some counseling on that. Something is changing this month for you to be able to make those changes, and you'll be better off for it. Now, some of you are off to train or to learn for your biggest goals. Now, what is going to come in here is that what wasn't committed to before, you must make that commitment now. And if you have had someone backtrack on where they were in balance with you, or if there's suddenly someone against you in a legality sort of way, this is where balance will come into play. You've also got to take action into this new title, this new way of you living, because we're starting we're starting about being fresh, and you need to take action on that. And sometimes it's going to take some stepping stones to get there. Sometimes you may be able to jump a few steps ahead, but this is about being somber and serious and sticking to routines to be able to get what it is that you want this year. Now, in terms of your career and your finances, fame and publicity, and how the world sees you, this is where you really need to take serious stock on what you have done and what you need to do in the future to be able to get yourself there. Now, you have lots of solution and luck coming from the groups around you, social media, friends, people you've worked with in the past. Any of those people or places are going to help you this year as well. Now, you need to take action and learn discipline in it, is what you own, what you owe, and any kind of debt that you have, and being more self-sufficient. And if that starts with a payback program where you put everything into one and make installments, if you sell something to pay something, this is about getting that in equal order. When it comes to your career and finance, we have got the Page of Wands. Now, this is being creative and getting excited and passionate about your next journey when it comes to your job and finances. Now, you have got wealth of knowledge and experience in your hat or under your cap as you're going into this. Now, you're going to find that you may just, for some of you, you'll go back to what you were doing in 2017, and for others, you are changing your job into something that you've already been doing, but a slight tangent way on that. There is going to be travel, so whether you have to travel more distance to get there, or whether this is a flying in, fly out job, there's something about moving and travel here in this new career choice for you. Or if this is about a job you're keeping, then we're moving up, we're moving around in this area. When it comes to your family, we do have the Hierophant card, so something official is going to be made here. Now, for some of you, this is about getting on the journey to be able to buy a house, but only a small select few of you. The Hierophant card is about your children, the relationship that you have with your parents. It's also the same with your families. There is something about orthodox and unorthodox relationships and how this has worked for you in your lifetime, and what changes you need to make for the best possible solution in 2023. But this is a major arcana card, so there's some sort of formality or ceremony around this. When it comes to your health, we have the Knight of Wands. You're going to find this year, Taurus, that your health is actually going to just go straight forward. It's going to be amazing. You're going to find you're burning off fat, that you're building that energy, and that you're feeling really good about yourself. And this is something that's going to come in the form of more than one thing. So maybe we're doing CrossFit, maybe we're going for runs, maybe we're doing weight training, maybe we're going on a diet. There's more than one thing you'll be using in cooperation to make your health better. Now we're going to our love. We have the Lovers card here about these complicated relationships with ourselves and with our other. So with ourselves within a relationship, and then with the person that we're in a relationship with. So if you've been off and on, or if you're having difficulty in your love life, we're needing to look at the past And when we look at the past, we're able to see where things have worked for us and where they haven't. And being honest with yourself and transparent with yourself about what it is that you will accept from others, what your boundaries are, and how do you talk about yourself or feel about yourself in terms of a relationship. Does there need to be some work there for you? Now, that being a major arcana card, we do have both of these together. Small select few if you're going to meet someone or you have met someone, and we're going to make it more official and or get married. With your adoring virtue, messages from the angels, Taurus, is... a lot of cards came out for you. Angel Michael's here with you for any of these large life decisions that are coming up in 2023 for you. We do have children around here, but we also have a child that has passed, whether it be your own or a sibling. And so we are focusing on what our family would look like in the future. So maybe you're dreaming about, maybe you're wanting to settle down, maybe you're looking at your past, whatever it is. These are thoughts, and the loved one is coming down to share that with you, and also reminding you the excitement, naivety, and joy that you had as a child. Bring that that into it now. We also have Mystique, who says don't worry about it, miraculous solutions are going to come and appear. Rochelle says that you need to trust your intuition, you need to lay all of your foundations out and follow all of those plans, that you are going to find prosperity with your strength and independence. And Grace and Antoinette says, listen, if you get anyone around you that is having difficulty, what you say will make a change. It's also talking about the relationships that you have with other people, whether it be colleagues, family, friends, doesn't matter, about the listening to respond or listening to hear what the person's saying. So now we're going to go on to Gemini. Gemini, we are looking at who we are relying on and what our support is that we're getting from others, whether this be our employer, government agencies, people that you rely on funding for, and the big serious discussions in life: births, deaths, marriages, inheritance, stocks, your own passive income, all of those things. So for you this year, you're going to have to look at what your day looks like, and there are going to have to be some changes there, Gemini, whether you like it or whether you're not. But just remember that things that get taken away will be replaced with things that are better for you. We're also looking at being part of this new self, this new title. Maybe you're opening up your own program. Maybe you've got a new job. Maybe you're single. Maybe you're getting married. There's a new title to you. And this is about taking action on that. And it's a return to what you were doing before. Your solutions and luck are coming in the area of your career, fame and publicity, and how others see you. So somewhere through that will help you give those solutions and that luck for you to be able to move forward. So if you're looking for a job, a friend could put in a good word for you or give you a job. So however that works for you with how you have your money, you will need to look towards being independent in some ways when it comes to your finances, but it's also about letting yourself have help from others as well. Lastly, you're got to be serious and somber and start to really look about the friends around you, Gemini, and where they are interfering with your long-term goals. So you're partying too much. Do you have friends that only call you when they need something? Do you feel alone? Do you party too much? Do you have no boundaries? Where is this stopping you in your choice, your dream, and where it is that you need to move forward? Finances, this is the Ace of Pentacles. You will have the offer of money, an offer of employment, and an offer of tangible, practical help for you when it comes to your finances this month. Now, this in terms of money could be that someone's investing with you, or you're being offered something that's a starting point that leads you down the path to where it is that you want to be. This is divinely given to you. So again, as I've said for another sign, don't let any ego or hubris get in the way of luck and solutions that are there for you. When it comes to your home, you do have the Star card, Major Arcana card, Gemini. This is about you and your family just having some really good luck for a change. This is about balancing emotional trauma, emotional cycles to you and your family. And if this is just about you and your housemates, it's going to be a much better flow. This is lots of fun, the light shining on family. So it's a big year for you and your family. But in the month of January, we're starting at looking up those that are around us. So if that we're reliant on those big serious discussions, birth, deaths, marriages, divorces, inheritance, that kind of thing. So we might be looking at that as a family and spending that, or we are divvying up. But there's something about the family. We've got a lot of shining on that, and we are working through that this year. When it comes to your health, Gemini, we do have the 10 of Swords. Don't let your own thinking talk you into a depressive spiral. This is something about, how others see you, the wrong words. You can take this personally and go a lot further down the depressive route than you wanted to. This is about being not aware around you and someone pulling the rug up from underneath you and giving you such a shock you're unable to recover. Lastly, this is about being laid out shock, not being aware or are being aware but not being able to stop yourself, not being able to have any other solution, and carrying on doing what you're doing until you burn out. So be very careful you're not burning out. This is knees, bones, skin, and teeth, Gemini. Now, when it comes to your love, we have the Death card. Now, some of you will emerge out of this divorced and start a new journey on that. This would have been a long time coming. If this is about single people, it looks like you're finally leaving that behind and you're moving towards meeting someone very special for you, Gemini. Your friends and family will actually be a great support to you and help you on this journey that you have. Drawing virtue messages from the angels, Gemini, is... So we do have the Yes card here, so don't worry about that, especially if Gemini, with your house and your funding, having the Ace card, it looks like someone's going to offer you something or give you the money for something, or if you're selling something or if you want to buy something, there is a yes there, but that will go across all of the subjects I've just discussed. Akasha says, trust your gut and intuition. Apply the energy that you know is working for you towards what's best for you, and cut away everything else that's just wasting your time. Sometimes that's people, sometimes that's jobs, sometimes that's just moving away from people that just bring you down. Lastly, we have Isaiah. Some of you are going to start a family this year. Others, this is about something that you've started that's come to its natural conclusion, and now you're you have the support there that's coming to its conclusion, or you're embarking on something that is a cycle, and you have the support and all that you need to help you with that. Okay, now we're going on to Cancer. Cancer, we're looking at our commitments, legalities, even enemies, all of this month, but also, like I said, to other signs, this starts the energy off for the year. There is going to be a change approximately the first week of February, and then big changes in January for you. So starting off with what you're focused on all of this month, we're looking at your career, we're looking at the balance of power, we're looking at commitment, we're looking at our investments, we're looking at all the things that we can change that are holding us back. So partnerships, unions, marriage, contracts, and again, like I said, enemies. So that is going to come up for you in January. But you do have serious and somber solutions coming from these endings. So just realize when endings happen, they are to move away what no longer helps you. So you're wasting your time, you're wasting your energy, and if this has become a one-tracked mind, it's got to go so that you can focus on what is really important to you. In your study, career, and finance, we do have the Queen of Wands. Look, there is a reprieve here. You will have money for investments. You will be able to have money for more. If this is about a job, the ruling will go in your way. Any kind of legalities, ruling will go in your way. Anywhere you put your money will bloom. If this is you with your career, you might find that you've got a promotion, and it's something really creative that you can throw all of your energy in. When it comes to your family and home, we do have the Eight of Wands. Look, we've got people pointing fingers here, whether this be you and your flatmates, if you live alone, you and your neighbours, or you and your family. Someone's pointing fingers here, and what we need to do is stop, regroup, have a conversation so we're all on the same page. Social media might have something to do with this, so if you want to avoid that, just keep scrolling. When it comes to your health, we do have the Strength card, Major Arcana card, saying that this is the year, Cancer, where you have to break those habits and you have to actually commit. So this is a big theme this month in January for you, is committing. It's your contracts, it's legalities, and it's also enemies as well. So this is where you have to make those changes. Now, karma's involved in this, so this may not start until July. But between now and then, back and forth until you've got your answers. This is also about hereditary as well. So if some of you are, looking at hereditary illnesses or children or anything hereditary whatsoever, we're looking back and we are getting some answers. This is an 8 card, which is bladder, genitals, sex organs, reproductive system, hemorrhoids, muscular system, hernias, rectum, and prostate. Also, we're looking at poverty and finances when it comes to the home. Who owes who what? What can we or not cannot afford? We're going to have to make an adjustment there for that as well. Your long-term dreams and goals, it looks like we might have to travel, learn, or teach to be able to get there. We're going to incorporate different levels of learning, teaching, orthodox, unorthodox, into getting where it is that we need to go. So we'll be expanding our horizons, expanding our intelligence, expanding what we learn and what we teach to be able to get there. And this is going to take a little while to happen, like I said, between now and July. That's when things will really speed up for you. But it looks like to get to that end goal, which is 18 months of hard work, that is where you're going to find the best solutions for you. When it comes to love, we've got the Yes card and the Victory card. We are making things official. This is with a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. This is someone who we are incorporating in our day. So this is someone that we're going to make, quite permanent. So it's not on and off, on and off, on and off. Cancer, this is someone that we will have on a day-to-day basis. Those of you that are single, look out for that fire sign. This person might actually be on social media for their career, or publicized somewhere, or well-known somewhere. With this person that you meet. So you're drawing messages from the angels. So as I'm looking at karma, now legality is about children and or siblings. We're going to have to get to the bottom of that, and groups and organizations will help you with that. There does have to be an ending before you get what it is that you want in the long-term goal. And those endings also are karmic endings. It's also the self-destructive habits that you have that get in your own way. So we must be honest with ourselves and take action on that. What's not good for us, and we know it's not good for us, stop doing it. If you're aware that you on a regular basis don't have discipline, you let your mental health bring you down, you're not having the motivation, you're procrastinating, you've got to get on that. You can't make excuses anymore. This is the year, Cancer, that you have to actually get on top of that, and that's where you're going to get to those goals and dreams that you want. Also, the endings that you have, like I just said, we've got to get really, really serious about why we're not succeeding in life. Yeah, life comes up and throws all sorts of spanners in the works, but there's things that you do that you're not sticking with that are stopping you from getting to your goal. We do have the No card. So if we're looking at first offers, the answer is no. For some of you, if this is a legality to do with family members, especially siblings or cousins, your organizations, or even going back to, social media, there'll be bits and information there that might help you. But the theme of the year for you, Cancer, is that the endings have to happen. No matter how much you want them to, they have to, don't want to. It has to happen. There are some secrets coming up this year, which might be enough for you to say, that's it, I'm not doing that anymore. So know when it comes to that. Aurora says there is some gossip around you. There's some people that aren't clapping for you. There's an awful lot of people that have got things to say about you, but you'll be okay in the end. Also, bringing nod to being hubris versus being humble. Ego versus helping others out. Don't let your anger get in the way and stop you from what it is that you want to achieve. And Serena says there is abundance there, not just with money, with people and finances as well. So now we're going to move on to Leo. Leo, this is all about your day, who you take care of. Now, your day includes your health, the people you look after, what you do during the day, including on your work. Also, if you have tradesmen in the house or anyone that you hire in the house, this is what you're focused on for the start of the year. This will not just be for January. The energy of this will linger for a bit as well. Now, where you are having some shifts in your karma, and what will be most prominent for you is the parents in the family buying and selling a home, startings and endings that have to be there. And being that it's karmic, it's something that has been coming for a while or that you're learning lessons with. And so this is going to be a theme. So there are going to be some issues here when it comes to your family. Now there are luck and solutions coming for you. Again, this can be from family. We've got the 8th house, which is births, deaths, marriages, divorces, inheritance, stocks, bonds, any passive income. So there are some solutions coming to you and luck from that area. You've got to get serious if you want a new title, if you want a fresh start this year, and that it is tied to the family. It is tied to the parents. It's also tied to your ambitions as well. So how that works for you, that is the year for you. When it comes to your study, career, and finance, we have the High Priestess. You're making a decision, and it looks like there is a difficulty in making this decision, Leo, based on your morals and principles. Also, skirting the line of what is legal and illegal. The idea of, oh, let's just do this now. We've got to remember that that is right now, but it will come back and get you later. It's going to be twice as long. There may be some penalties. There may be all sorts of things here. This is also deciding which way we're going to promote, publish, or get the year started. If that's your position, or you and your partner getting divorced, parents divorced, or passive income. There's a decision to be made now. There is news that's going to come in close to the new moon in February, and this is in regards to the children. When it comes to your home and flatmates residence, we have the 5 of Pentacles. People are feeling alone in this family. People are feeling very lonely at home. Someone here is taking the burden of looking after others, and it's exhausting. They're feeling shut out and left alone in this situation, feeling like you're carrying everybody else. When it comes to relationships, maybe you live with someone and they have given you the cold shoulder, moved out, or ghosted you. When it comes to your flatmates, one's doing more than the other, one's carrying more than the other. When it comes to your health, we do have the 2 of Swords. Listen, that we're making a decision here based on our mental over our emotional, and we don't really know all the details. We don't know where these emotions are coming from. We're not quite sure, but we feel the stirring of this trouble now. 2nd house is throat, ears, lower lip, jaw, base of brain, cerebellum, cervical spine and neck, and also the thyroid. So for some of you, you might be having a procedure where there is a needle, a cut of some sort going on there. If it's we've got a bandage on, so maybe it's something that's affecting our sight. Maybe it's something that we don't has come up that we were unaware of. But this is, again, this will come on the new moon, but I feel like this is more closer to April, but we're going to start to see that in January. When it comes to your love, we do have the Sun card. Look, we've got announcements, we've got celebrations. Some of you are having children, some of you are getting engaged or married, starting a family, moving out and starting somewhere fresh. Those of you that are single, this is with a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or a Leo. Drawing virtue messages from the angels here. So you have a loved one telling you to think more about yourself. Sit alone, take some time out, put yourself first. And your loved one is reminding you that you do not have to carry the entire family's burden. You do not have to carry everyone around you. And Archangel Gabriel is talking about negotiations and discussions. Like I said, if we have to go back and forth, if our job is changing, if somebody else has to look after someone at home, if our health has now become a problem, we might have to rely on others. But asking questions, having that research, negotiating with others, and putting that voice out there, getting those answers that you need. So now we're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo, we are looking at our projects, we're looking at our children, we're looking at our hobbies this month, and or siblings as well. Now, this month for you is a time of creativity, pleasurable affairs, self-expression. It's also the place of love and dating as well. So this month, if you're open to it, get out there and accept what is there for you. Maybe you're going out on dates, maybe you've taken a shining to someone or they have to you. If you're in a relationship, then this is focused on this most of the first 6 months of the year. So your first card is the Fool card. The Fool card is a Major Arcana card. You also have a Major Arcana card in your health, and you have a Major Arcana card in your love. So let's start off with your career, study, and finances. They're saying here that you're starting and embarking on a brand new journey. So maybe you've just qualified everything and now you're going to go and get a job and put all of that into action. Maybe you've been given a job and now you're starting day. Maybe you, so if this is sports, fifth house is also sports. So, your fresh year, starting off, getting out there, Virgo, looking at your body, pushing it hard, getting yourself strong. This is also about looking at our debts, what we own, what we owe, and getting a solution to that. So we want to start the year fresh, and we want to stick with that for the whole year. Where you're going to get your solutions and luck is any kind of contract legalities or commitment. That will help you there. Where you need to get serious, where you need to stick to the rules, is partnership, duos, your own independence, and paying off what it is that you owe. Where your karma is going to come in and help you is with small education, using your local communication, creativity, and putting yourself out there to achieve those long-term dreams. Now, some of you will find that your long-term dreams this year have changed. They have changed, and so there might be some new skills that you need to learn, whether you need to move to a better place to get those skills, but we have to get serious. We have to depend on ourselves. You have to depend on your own resources, your own physical self, your own financial self, self-reliant, maybe get a job, stick to a budget, and also about partnerships as well. How does that interfere what it is that you are doing? When it comes to our home, we're looking at memories, we're looking at the past. Maybe we're cleaning up the house for the new year and we're coming across photo albums. Maybe we are having a family reunion. Maybe if we're in a relationship, we're mixing children, combining children, getting to know. Reunions of any sort happening here as well. Some of you are returning home. Some of you are so you might find that someone will allow you to come and stay with you, with them, to be able to get you out of a mood swing that you've had by having the charity or the offer of help puts your mind at ease and brings you back to a place that you haven't been for a while. When it comes to your health, we've got the High Priestess card. We have to make a decision here now. This is the Virgo card for me, and this is about throat, ears, lower lip, jaw, base of brain, cerebellum, cervical spine, neck, and thyroid. We're going to need to have tests, results, specialists. We're going to need to look into this. We'll get some results and then we'll need to make a decision. Orthodox, unorthodox solutions to this, but this is a Major Arcana card, so maybe we're getting serious about our health. When it comes to our love, we have the Empress card. This is meeting someone with a future to build on. This is meeting someone you can have children with. This is meeting someone who puts stars in your eyes and makes you feel very alive when you're with them. So if you're in a couple, then this is, certainly making this official and settling down. If this is someone that's single, maybe this person is a motherly type of some sort, whether slightly older or they want to take care of you. Very, very feminine and attractive as well. You're drawing virtue messages from the angels. Azure says that what will happen, that what you need to happen will happen at the last minute. Do not try and force things. Time limits can add stress and help you make bad decisions and bad choices. Again, looking at ego, fulfilling prophecies, self-deprecating habits and fears and phobias that you have, where you get in your own way. Like, you know better, but you do it. And then you're frustrated because you've got yourself in this mess, whether it be with the dating, whether it be with your career, your sport, or even with your family. These are things you need to look at and you need to change. Your own health, we've got the grey and we've got the black here. Maybe we're stuck in the middle because you don't think emotionally, you think analytically. And somewhere there's been a divide, and we need to bring ourselves back to a balance there. Zana says that you and your home are protected. Athena says trust yourself, become powerful again, but also remain humble. And Grace and Antoinette says any difficulties that you're having with others, stop and listen. Let the other person speak as well, and you'll get the solution that you need. Layla says it's time for you to take some time out and be quiet, Virgo, for you to be able to make those decisions that you want. And sometimes you need to quieten down that brain of yours that's taking up too much of your energy. Now we're going to go on to Libra. Look, your home and family are going to be what is first and foremost for you for the whole of January and the beginning of the first, 6 months of this year. There are going to be some major changes for you, Libra. No getting away from that. We're moving into your karma, you and Aries, for the next 18 months or so, and that will start middle of the year. So it looks like you might have a loss, and there might be a divorce, a split up going on. You might find that you're getting married and having babies. Any of these big life decisions and conversations are there for you. So births, deaths, marriages, divorces, stocks, insurance, wills, and how you're saving for the future. So you will have at least 3 or 4 major changes happen in your life, specifically from the middle of the year, but some people find it before then. Your home and family is a big one for you this month, Libra. Now, as your karma switches into you and your insecurities about how you feel about yourself, your salary, what you own, what you owe, and what you earn, being self-sufficient, self-reliant. So if you have a split in a family or a split with a partner, or you lose someone, having to depend on others to get through this, or finding that loss that now you have to do this all on your own. It's also about the insecurities that you have on the inside, where how you talk to yourself about yourself when it comes to your work, your finances, the relationships that you have with family, work, or lovers. And this is going to be something that is karmically going to show you a lesson and karmically get through, so that at the end of this karmic time for you, you will be at peak confidence for you. You're also going to have to let go of people that you rely on and resources that you rely on as well. When you need to take action, and this is great because you're going into your karmic side, is A, culture, B, religion, C, therapy. So what we have learnt from when we were a child until where we are now to propel ourselves off into life, sometimes we have these habits, fears and phobias that get us stuck in our way, and they are self-fulfilling prophecies, ego, doing things to get in our own way. All of these things, you're going to have to now let that go, and you're going to have to bring on some new way of thinking, whether this is a new religion, whether this is orthodox or unorthodox. Your mind is going to expand, and there's going to be a lot of foundational changes there for you. It's also about travel and expansion and long-term dreams as well. You will need to take action on that. Where you take action, you will have the results. And you'll also find that this will go back and forth for most of the year. Solutions and luck. Look, looking after your health, getting on top of that. Asking for or getting help for those that you look after, or getting someone to look after you. And also your work. So you'll have solutions there to get promoted, to get a new job, to actually get out to work if you haven't done that before. And any solutions that you need, and what you need to get serious about is your local community, your cousins, your in-laws, learning new skills and abilities, all of those things for you, Libra. So it looks like we're getting some money back that we've been waiting for a long time. Financially also, you might find that you take a hit, especially if you're sharing finances with other people. You might find that there is a warning at work which really puts you on. So if you're taking care of somebody else, or there's a lot of issues going on and you're having to take time off, or any kind of COVID lockdowns or any sickness or anything like that, where the fear of our job, but money is coming in, repaid to you, that you've been waiting for. When it comes to your home, it looks like there is going to be a solution here. There is going to be some nurturing and some support and gathering around to help here in this family situation. The battles that you have between siblings, families, with children, over children, even up and down when it comes to relationships, this is all going to play on your mind. You might find that you have heartburn, so there's some heat coming up here, so inflammation, heartburn, something flaring up. Now, the fifth house is heart, spine, sides of the body, and the upper back, and viruses as well. This is not a time for you to take risks and to gamble in any area of your life, not with your money, not with your relationships, not with your family. This is not the time for you to do that, especially in the first 6 months of this year, Libra. When it comes to your love, again, like I said, we're stopping, taking pause, and thinking about our situation when it comes to love, whether we're going to stick with it or whether we're going to leave, or whether we're going to put ourselves out there to a fresh start. Your adoring virtue messages from the angels, Libra, is Ariel says that you will, as this year comes on, you'll feel more intuitive and have your gut instincts that are going to help you in any situation, especially if there's a time limit and you're stressing about something, and an idea will come to you, or words someone else said sets that creative flow for you. Lots of communication, lots of negotiation, and there's abundance of support for you. Even if you feel alone, the people that are there to help you are not who you think are going to come to your rescue and help you. These people you just wouldn't realize, they will be the best for you and help you out. And Jill says, this is a life change coming for you. We're here to support you. Yvonne says, taking care of yourself. You might find you're getting a pet this year, or your pet costs more money. Miraculous solutions will appear for you. Now we're going on to Scorpio. Scorpio, this is a time for you to communicate, get creative, and promote yourself out there, getting on the on the web, getting out to community events, hanging out with in-laws, siblings, cousins, those kinds of things as well. Now, you're going to have a new title this year, specifically from July, but you might find that this will start earlier in the year, because some people it's bang on, and then other people it's months in advance. So where your big changes are, this is a new title out there, and there is going to be some sort of commitment that has to happen with that. Some of you, this is about indiscretions or disputes between families, where there has to be a separation, so there has to be a separation. For others, this is about the negotiating about joining the two families together. You are going to have to take action with your long-term affairs, so births, deaths, marriages, wills, super, stocks, any of those sorts of things. And maybe you will need to rely on help from other people. This will need to go back and forth. Solutions and luck come to you in the form of fun, hobbies, dating, and even children. Temperance card, major arcana card for your career, study, and finances. Look, there's a transition happening here. You can see the light coming up. We're so close to being there, Scorpio. And you're going to find that you're going to be able to find methods of making money outside of the norm. You're going to find you're going to be able to balance your emotions about your finances, and also taking the interest in getting your debts, in any kind of bills that you have, getting on top of those by setting up a schedule and sticking to that. There is some people are not going to gamble anymore. Some people aren't going to spend money on alcohol, drugs, or whatever anymore. It's about getting our finances in control and sticking with that. There's a transition when it comes to your work. King of Pentacles, when it comes to our home, Scorpio. Look, we're holding on to our money. Again, if we're talking about divorce or about, getting married, either or, doesn't matter. Someone's holding all the funds, and this question needs to happen before we can continue. So if we're getting separated, someone has more funds than the other and they're sticking to it. If it is about negotiating a marriage contract, then it's about how do we divvy up who gives more, who gives what, and who's going to rely on what. When it comes to your home and family, someone older and wiser is going to either give you a loan or give you all the practical, tangible help that you need to be able to get the finances that you need. When it comes to your health, we have got the Page of Swords. We're feeling fresh in our thoughts. We're feeling a bit more creative. We're being honest with ourselves. Getting out there. This one looks like he's on the golfing green. But anywhere out, wind in your hair, out in nature, it's going to give you that new energy that you want in 2023. When it comes to our love, it's pressure when it comes to our relationships. Also, that is solutions and luck as well. So if we are leaving one and getting a new one, this is the pressures of relationships is going to be on the cards for this year. Some of you have got, this pressure and unable to see a way forward. Stop, talk, listen to the other and see our way through. It just needs to bring that pressure down so that you can see in front of you. Those of you that, again, if this is divorce or get married, it's up and down, up and down, up and down. Drawing virtue messages from the angels. We have Archangel Gabriel about negotiation, talking, promoting, getting out there and talking to other people. That's a lot this year for you. Roselle is saying, look, you've got to stand strong. That's how it is that you're going to get that auspicious prosperity, luck, and strength that it is that you need. And Sonia is a loved one helping you through this challenging time. Okay, now we're going to go on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this is finally you're getting a break. Finally, things are going to slow down for you. It may not be for the next 6 months. Depends on who you are. Sometimes it happens immediately. Sometimes it happens, a few months before, just after. But it is coming to an end for you, Sagittarius, so that you can relax. And those endings are going to be really good for you. They're karmically. And also what your day looked like before, what your health looked like before, who you were looking after or who was looking after you. Those things are leaving now. So those endings are going to bring you in a new stead. Also, we're looking at contracts and taking action. So when it comes to suing people, signing a contract, getting that commitment, partnerships, lawsuits, finding balance and agreements, this is where you're going to take action. And this could be something that's happened before that you're coming back to now, or that it will go back and forth. Sagittarius, all month you are looking at your salary, your value system, your insecurities, and the duos in your life, work or love. So at work we're having some money, we're feeling good, holidays are good, we're taking home the bacon and we're very happy about that. Some of you that haven't had work will get work. Some of you will be getting 2 jobs. But we're happy with our salary, we're happy with our study and our finances, something to celebrate and harvest. So what we're earning will continue to grow. When it comes to your family, we have the Ace of Swords. Where is it in your home, your family, your residence, where the idea of not being good enough or someone said something that has pierced the thought and compulsively not being able to put that down? There's 2 ways to go to be able to move forward. So if you're selling and buying, or if you are separating and moving, there's 2 ways to go. Just take your time out, have clarity, focus, and have this new beginning. Just remembering divine intervention will be here to help you with that. Let the people that love you around you help you with that. and you will make the decision. So some of you might have to move out in the transition before you can actually get the final resting place. But either way, there's two options here for you. When it comes to your health, we do have the Three of Wands. Now, the third house is vocal cords, speech, fingers, arms, hands, shoulders, lungs, nervous system, and creativity and mentality and stuff like that. We're putting things that we have done for that behind us, and we're starting to move forward. The interesting part here, Sagittarius, when it comes to our health and what we're leaving behind, because you're definitely leaving that behind. From July on, it's gone. We are on a new journey with that, and endings will bring that. So your day looks different, whether it be your health, who you look for, look after, they look after you, or what your job is. It's definitely ending. It's definitely changing. So when it comes to your health, it looks like we're looking for a new journey. It looks like what we are going to be doing, we have done something similar before, and we're taking those skills into that. It's also about being vocal, maybe being part of the community, maybe some sort of blog, and putting a face to that. When it comes to our love, we do have the Eight of Cups again. We might find that our partnerships are splitting this month. Those of you that are single, or even those that are leaving, you are leaving behind in a calm, emotional way. You've been able to process the experience, and you'll be able to move forward now, feeling a lot more balanced emotionally, clear head, ready for the next adventure. So if you're single and you're feeling that way, you're out and on the move. Looks like a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. And it looks to be on an eclipse, which would be April, May, October, or October. Those that are in a couple, we very much might be separating, whether it be for good, or whether it be one person has to be here, one person has to be there, so there's a length of time where we won't be together. Maybe it's for work, maybe it's for family. Not sure what that is, but there is going to be some time apart. Drawing virtue messages from the angel, Sagittarius, is Teresa says you're burning yourself at both ends. You need to take a break. Layla says take some time out and think about things. Think about you. Think about how you feel about yourself. Do you sometimes assume that the people around you feel and think about you in a way that is negative? Is that real, or is that just how you've always been? This is about thinking about what you want for the future and putting yourself first. And Fiona says that now that you've asked for help, the help will be there for you. So now we're going to move on to Capricorn. Capricorn, get online, get social, get to your friends, get to your groups, your societies, fraternities, your long-term goals. This is where you get to gain this year. This is a social time for you this year, quick climbing the ladder for you this year. This is a good time for you career-wise, financially-wise, and study-wise. You are moving into this position, and karma is going to help you with doors opening. I do remember, though, that you may have had to have left your job, take a time out to start a new job, put things on hold to start again later. This is where things are going to come into play for you. Also, you're going to find you're letting go of how you were as a child, or how you had, with your activities, hobbies, pleasurable affairs, dating, all those things. There is having to let go and release in that area. And that will then bring what you need to you. You cannot move forward with these old habits, these old thoughts and feelings. It's not going to help you, and karma is going to come and take that. So you need to get on top of that now. Also, we need to take control and go back to what it was that we were doing before as a routine. So you might be starting a new job. You will definitely be doing something with your work and something with your health. That's a guarantee. You have to take action on that, whether you want to or not. You do. You have to take action in that area. On top of that, it might also be someone looking after you, or you're looking after them, because your day is going to change. So with your career, study, and finance, we have got good news coming. That which you thought was dead and gone is going to be fine. two messages coming in a row. So one, and then maybe you call back same day or next day. When it comes to so you've got major arcana card in your home, brand new, fresh start. Maybe we're selling the house and moving. Maybe we're all going on a trip. Maybe you are flying high and out of the nest, but there's something new, fresh and exciting starting from ground zero. So when we start with nothing, we have the possibility of everything and doing everything what it is that we want. There is no limits on this. So that's how you need to think about your home as you're moving forward in this year. When it comes to your health, we have got the Chariot card, Major Arcana card. And this card is saying that it's a Major Arcana card. This card is saying that you're very frustrated about the progress that it is that you're making when it comes to your health, whether it be your mind or whether that be the physicality start of this. And it seems no matter what it is that you're doing, you're just not getting the results. You're just not getting where it is that you need to go. Maybe some of the mental stuff is causing the physical stuff, or the physical stuff is bringing the mental health down. This Major Arcana card is saying that there has to be a complete and utter change. As your life changes in these other areas, Capricorn, you'll be able to have that major change and getting back to the health that you had before. When it comes to your love, we do have the Three of Wands. Look, this is for singles, meeting someone from afar, someone that is very passionate, someone that is creative. This person maybe works in advertising, works online, works in travel of some sort, in the community, even a teacher as well, a different culture. Those of you that are in a relationship, this is about looking at where we are and where we're going next. This is about, okay, well, this is so far. What is next for me? And then you will make a decision then. Decision hasn't been made. That decision's got to come from you and the other in your life. During virtue messages from the angels, Capricorn is... Capricorn, you need to set some rules. You need to be serious. You need to be somber. You need to stick to any challenges that happen within your family or at your home. These are things you will need to take. That foundation will help you with the foundation in your career and your health as well. Like I said, the full cards in your family or your home position. So if we concentrate on that, if we stick to the routine, if we stick to the goals, got that brand new journey, and the sky's the limit. Okay, Bethany says it's time to spoil yourself, look after you, maybe get your hair done, your nails done, mani-pedi. Maybe it's about going on a holiday, doing something nice for you and taking care of you. Oceani says, especially those with any kind of fertility. So if we're talking about starting a family, gathering eggs or anything like that, Capricorn, this is for that select few. We're getting past what the issues were, and we're able to conceive. Now, for some of you, this is a mental block. There's something, they haven't been able to find anything physically wrong with you. This is a good time for hypnosis or therapy to find out that which we fear of parenting is stopping ourselves from becoming pregnancy. Now, anybody else, female, male point as well, any reproductive issues here, we may have a scare, we may be too scared to even go and check, we may be frustrated, we're over it, but you will be able to get through it. You just have to have some time. And also, for some of you, it's fluid retention as well. In other areas of your life is something seems fearful, frightful, looming, dooming, all of that, but it's in the mind. Once you do it, that huge relief, that sigh that you have, will give you that excitement and the end result that it is that you need. All right, now we're moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius, all of this month we are finalizing things, ending things up, putting things behind you, settling scores, looking at our own ego and the things that we do to get in our own way. This is self-destructive habits. These are secrets coming out. There are things that happen behind closed doors, may come out to the public. This is also about your own karma and the endings and soul contracts that you made with that. It's psychology, it's the subconscious, and it's the past pain, strengths that you have and that you give to others as well. So that's all of this month. So a bit of soul searching and helping others as well. Okay, Aquarius, let's go straight to your health. We pulled the Tower card out. Major Arcana card. I can't pull this card out next, which was going in love, but we'll put this one with this one. Look, we're gonna have to take some sudden, drastic action when it comes to your health. So this might be something that's ongoing, and suddenly we have a serious doubt about of it, and so we have to have tests. We have to look into the details to find the solution to be able to finally be able to move on. This is sudden. Sudden inflammation, sudden something that's rocked the world, pull the carpet from underneath you in your health. But we're going to need to bide our time. This Eight of Pentacles here, we're sitting there and we're looking at all our results, and a lot of the results are fine. And then finally we'll get to the sticking point on what that is. And it's a long time coming. It's not something that's just, it's never happened before. It has happened before. Maybe it's something routine, and you have huge flare-up, and it is drastic and it is dramatic, but it will come and give you the answers that it is that you need there. So endings all of this year. Your karma, what your ambitions are and how that is being interfered with your family. Maybe you were the, prime supporter of the family, and now you're no longer needed. Your children have grown up, and now you can focus on your own ambition, your own career, and your own dreams, and getting out there. And maybe you might do something that becomes quite viral. But there is a shift there for you in the family way that has or has not affected your ambition. So if in the past it has kept you from what it is that you wanted to do in your career, well, now there's going to be a settling of karma, and things will now no longer be in the way. If you haven't had an issue with family and responsibilities that have come in the way of your ambition and career, then that will be coming up now. Things to do with old family traits, old family feelings, feuds, even the family home, they have to be removed this year, whether it starts now or starts in July. Whenever that happens for you, you can't fight it. You're just going to have to move through it. There are going to be changes in your family. Mars in action says that you, with your dating life, take action, put yourself out there, have some fun, join some new groups and hobbies and those things, and you will find that there's someone out there for you. When it comes to your children, it's taking action. Maybe you're repeating behaviors, or they're repeating behaviors. Maybe this is with your siblings. Solutions and luck come in the form of earning your own money, or also pairing up with somebody else. So with your career, study and finance, we do have the Five of Swords in reverse. Listen, not my monkey, not my circus. People that specifically get in the way, or are unreliable, that's stopping you from being able to do your part. This is also, working with others and they're unreliable, or they're not doing their part, which leaves you to do the whole lot, which makes you overwhelmed, burns you out, and really seriously, sapping all your energy and making you question, how much longer can I do this for? In the home, we've got the Strength card again, a lot of karma around the home and the family here. This is about things as of old. It's also the Eighth card as well. This is serious discussions, births, deaths, marriages. Some of you will find out that you have grandchildren, babies. Your children are getting married. Divorces happen, a loss of someone within the family, home, someone that you see as family. So those things there. You're starting off the new year, Aquarius, with this fresh mindset of, I'm letting go of what I had before, and you have had a hard time, and I'm moving through this year where I'm going to be at peace at any cost. You do not need to argue with anyone that draws you into an argument. You're quite likely and have the right to just walk away. So when it comes to your love, we have the Devil card, and we have the Seven of Cups. Look, going back to family and stuff and the health, Major Arcana. So in your particular reading, we've got the Strength card, Major Arcana card in your family. We've got the Major Arcana card, the Tower, in your health, with the family on top of it. In your love, you have the Devil card, and then you have the Commitment card and enemies on top of it. So all of this is affecting your health, and it's affecting your family, and it's affecting your children and or siblings. Some of these behaviors are affecting your dating life. When it comes to your relationship, look, you could be with someone that's very toxic, that, you know, I don't know what I want, you know, commitments, you know, in the air, it's blurry, you know, blurred lines, not quite sure. If this is someone you've been with for a while, you're putting your foot down and saying, well, what is it? What's the answer? Because I'm not. If this is with someone new, maybe you're going out on a bunch of dates. The devil card's about drugs, sex, rock and roll, irresponsibility, going out there and doing what you want regardless of the rules. It's also feeling very chained and trapped in a relationship. Also, though, in the mindset, chained and trapped in a cycle of dating habits. And so this year, as you're going into 2023, you say, no, brand new me, I'm going to start my dating this year with completely no expectations, my boundaries, and that's how it's going to be. So with your solutions that can appear, the structures that you need to put in place, you are going to get a new title this year, Aquarius. But you need to do a bit of skill retraining and abilities. You're going to need to get out to that community. You're going to need to promote yourself. You're going to put some money into how you look, or you know, tools in which you do your trade. In-laws and cousins maybe it'd help for you as well. You've got a lot of solution coming from your salary or someone that wants to back you or partner you with that. So during virtue messages from the angels, your home is safe. So regardless of everything, it is going to be safe in the end. You're going to get what it is that you want. Congratulations. It's just going to happen at the last minute. Stop fretting. Don't put yourself into a point of spiraling down. And Archangel Michael's giving you all the solutions that you need to make, and the comfort and the energy with that as well. So now we're going on to Pisces. Pisces, it's all about you. It's all about you this month for the first month, but we'll be on and off for the next 6 months as well. So we're looking at a fresh new year, a fresh new me, fresh new attitude, rules, routines, getting serious about it, making that plan, setting those goals, and getting to where it is that we want to go. Yeah, you got the Moon card, Major Arcana card in your study, career, and finances, and you got the Fool card in your home. Okay, so karma. We are going to learn from psychological training, therapy, shifts, and hindsights, looking into it, and reflections. Religion, culture, travel, and extensive training. Expanding your thought, expanding on your reach, expanding, audience, expanding, your home. All these things are going to help you this year. There is going to be some changes first, but using those tools will get you there. Also, you might find that you have to train new skills and abilities because what it was that you had before is no longer suitable, available, or maybe it's a software program that's deleted. So that's where you're going to have to let go of those, and mentality as well. It's the mentality. So we're looking at psychological, religious, cultural, and expanding our views. And the opposite of that is removing the mindset, removing the way we used to think and create and communicate and all those things. So that's where that change is going to be for you. What you need to take action in is with your home and your family members, and you will find that you're backtracking back and forth to deja vu moments that you had previous year. And where you will gain your most help is with your salary, and with anyone that wants to back and support you. What will get in the way is insecurity. So the Moon card, Major Arcana card, look, we're starting a new cycle. Someone might be trying to vie for your spot. Someone might be the snake in your ear, because there's a third person here which is getting in the way and is trying to take what is rightfully yours. When it comes to finances, and family, or if we've got two bosses there. So one says one thing, one says the other. These two vote this way, and so I don't get a say. Something at work where there's two against one, there's a ganging up of some sort here, which is interfering and creating quite an emotional disturbance for you. It's a major arcana card, so maybe this is a major moment because you do have a new title this month. You are looking, to start fresh this month. Your title is going to change. So with this major arcana card, any confusion, this persuasion, this manipulation, this narcissism that's going on in the ear from someone else, you need to cut that right off. It's not needed, Pisces. It's not needed for your career, for your fame, for your finances, for your future. It's not needed. When it comes to your home, you have the Fool card. So maybe we're moving, we're selling, we're buying, we're shifting. It starts at 0, which means that there's no limitations there, and we can keep going as long as we want and as high as we want. Dream as big as you want to be, because all of those options are there for you. If you take action now, you'll see that by the end of the year. When it comes to your health, we do have the King of Swords. Look, we're getting results from our health. We're going to do 2 messages here. So for some of you, you had a procedure, you might need another one, had a procedure, getting results, whichever way, it doesn't matter what it is with your health, even mentality-wise. Like I said, if you're seeing a psychologist, you might find that the first session you had, a huge breakthrough or small breakthrough, and the second one is the other. So big breakthrough, big breakthrough, small breakthrough, small breakthrough, small breakthrough, big breakthrough. So mentality-wise, regardless with your health, it's a good answer, good results. There's reconciliation there, there's solutions there, there's healing there. When it comes to your love, we do have the 3 of Wands. Now, I got that for at least one other sign, could be more. This is looking outside the square of what we used to, what we are used to. This person is educated. So if this is a type, this is a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, someone who's learned and has some experience, someone that works in marketing or travel or speaks very well or speaks out, could be a YouTuber or something. If this is with couples, we have already got our firm foundation, so now we're looking to cement that, so we're taking the next stage there. For some of you, this is about having to leave the other behind because of circumstances to do with work or family. And so there's a time apart there. It's not an ending. It's, responsibilities. I have to be there. I will be back soon. And it may not be for long. It might only be for a short amount of time, but that is there. Drawing virtue messages from the angels, Pisces. So we have a major victory. Our body is healing or has healed. So we have a bodily win. So if we're doing sports or, photographs or modeling or anything else like that, if it's anything to do with our body, we get the results. So like I said here, when it comes to our health, we do end up with a yes, we do end up with the great results that we want. This is also a win for you in your life, Pisces. And the last one is communicating. So communicating, negotiating, getting online, getting out to the community, learning new skills and abilities that will help you, and also sponsors and invitations. So, with your career, if you are, in a group with people on a Facebook chat or you travel there, the connections that you're making will benefit you in the future. So that is your 2023 January forecast. If you would like a private reading with me or a psychology appointment, do use the link below. And don't forget, all of my hypnosis meditations are free. Go under there, under playlist guided meditations, and use them whenever you want. They're completely free. So my love to you. Have a wonderful, prosperous 2023.